Hello, welcome to Ufoi TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be alerted whenever I drop a new video. But if you've been coming here and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. All you have to do is sign in whilst you're on YouTube with your Gmail login information and click subscribe. Alright? So that you'll be officially part of the Ufoi TV family. Thank you so much for doing this. Today I'm going to talk about an important update that I feel that will be necessary for you as you prepare to go for your interview. And I'm talking about the document requirement. As we all are aware that towards the end of last year, KCC decided to scrap collecting the supporting documents for your DS360 application, and stating that you will have to go to the you have to submit your documents at the embassy. If you haven't seen that video, please check that video up here or here. Check that video up. I'll share the link here. I'm going to talk a little bit about it and then tell you the documents that you need. There has been somebody showed a screenshot with this has been circulating social media about a request for documents by the embassy prior to the person showing up for their interview, and a lot of people are looking at it like, oh wow, what does this mean? But the thing is that this is nothing really new. We'll be seeing more of this, the new changes that KCC has made in the supporting document requirement. But I remember in the DV2021, a few people that I was working with, they had the embassy send an email asking for some documents before they even showed up for the interview. Some of them were asked for their educational certificates. Some were asked for education certificates and marriage certificates. So you just follow the instructions on whatever they ask you. So that would also mean that before you go for your interview, as you're preparing for your interview, keep an eye on your email. Don't just close your email and then forget it. Now everybody can access their email on their phones. So make sure that you are always checking your emails, because when you go to the interview and you haven't done these pre-interview requirements, you might put yourself at risk of getting put in AP. All right, so some of the documents that you would need to bring to the interview, you would take them to the interview. If the embassy requests this information, you give it to them. If they don't request it, then you don't do that. So make sure you're checking your email so that you don't miss any email from the embassy about submitting your documents before your day. The documents that the embassy may request from you be proof of education. All right, so if you have all your educational certificates, all of your educational certificates, you need to have them ready. Scan them individually. Don't scan them under one, so that when they ask for it. So if I were you, what I would do is that I would scan my educational certificates and put them under like one file, and then put them also separately. Does that make sense? Let's say you have high school certificates, you have your university degree, maybe your bachelor's, you have your master's. You can save them separately. All right, and then you can also put them all together on one document. So like if you open a PDF file, it will have, say, like 3 pages. The first one your high school, second page is your bachelor's degree, the third page is your master's degree, and then you can save them separately, just in case when the embassy asks you for all of your education certificates, then you can upload the one that has all of them on in one file, instead of uploading them separately. Okay, I know it may not even be a big deal, but it will make it easier on you. So you can scan your high school certificate separately, name it high school certificate. You scan your university's bachelor's degree, you scan it and save it and call it your degree, and name it however you want to. Okay, because we don't have to adhere to the strict naming conventions like we were when you were sending your documents to KCC. Okay, because the embassy sent the email directly, specifically to you. They know you have an interview. Just make sure when you're responding, you follow the procedure, the instructions that are in the email. Your marriage certificate. If you're married, then make sure that you scan your marriage certificate. You have it. You name it marriage certificate. Okay. If you're not married, then you don't have to even worry about that. If you're divorced, then you need to bring your divorce certificate. If you've been divorced before, okay, let's say you're married now, you were divorced before. If you have those, make sure you have those two documents. You scan them, because when it's requested, it doesn't mean that they're always going to request for those documents, but if it's requested, you want to have it handy. Not that when they request for it, then now you have to travel to a different county or a different district to get this document. Scan them and have them ready. And then the next thing that you will do will be to get two passport photos with a white background or off-white background, just like the pictures that you took for your DV lottery application. But when you go to the photo studio, just tell them you want an American size passport photo. They know the requirement. Any reputable photo studio, they know that. So you need two per person, all right? So you can let them send you electronic copy of your passport photo, and then you do that, two for each person. So you just one, and then you save it again, all right? You just get one of each person. Let's say your family of 4, you get one all of them, and then you make copy. You save it twice. Does that make sense? So if one photo, if I call it a Kia, I can open the photo again and resave it and save as a Kia 2, so that I have the same photo, but it's just 2. I've saved it under 2 stuff. Maybe that's how the embassy wants it, okay? Because the embassy says 2, so the same photo, you save it twice and then you name it differently, because you cannot name it the same thing, all right? And then, but you do that 2 photos for all the applicants. So if you are a family of 4, then you will have 8 photos. If you're a family of 3, you have 6 photos. So, and each person, 2 for each person or each applicant who is coming with you, who will get the visa. If you go for the interview and you get the visa, that person will also get 1. All those people. If you don't intend for anybody to go with you, you're going alone, you're married, but you're doing this all on your own, you're coming alone, then you don't have to include your family members in this, all right? The next thing will be military records. So if you've ever served in the military, then you need to get your military records. If you have been in prison, then you should collect your prison records. Your police certificate, all of the people who fall within the category of getting police certificate, you must obtain one. It's not just for the principal applicant. Anybody on the application, if they fall within the requirement, if you don't know the requirement, go and watch my other videos, or you can Google it and see who needs to get a police certificate. And State Department website, you will go there and you can read about it, all right? But I've made a video and explain it, so go and watch that and see. So you scan that and you have them. So the police certificates, you can scan all of that for your family members on one document, like one PDF. So you have, let's say if you're a family of 3, you and all of you are at least, so you are, over 16 years. Your wife is, of course, over 16 years. Your children, your child is over 16 years. Then you have 3 police certificates. So long as you haven't traveled anywhere, you haven't lived anywhere for 6 months, then your police certificates will be just the one from that country. So when you're saving it, you can save all 3, right? You can scan all 3. So you put 3-page paper and then you just scan all of them, or you put them in the copier machine, you scan all of them. So when you open the PDF, you have 3 pages of the police certificates, all of them there. So you don't have to save them individually. You can save them under one file, all right? And then the next thing will be your passport biographic data page. Your passport biographic data page is the page where you have your photo, all right? The place where they ask your name, your place of birth, your citizenship, or your nationality, your passport number, that page, you need to scan it. You open it and scan it. Don't scan just the top part. Scan the entire page, top and bottom. Don't scan just part of it and then leave the bottom part. Just scan the whole thing. Lay your whole passport flat on the scanner and scan the whole thing, top and bottom. Okay? And do that for all the people who will be accompanying you, so all the applicants. So if you're a family of 3, you will need 3 of these and save them individually, however you want it. But some things are easier when you put them all together under one document, and or however you want to do it. Okay, you can for your passport biographic data page, you can save them all together, or you save them individually. Most embassies are not specific on how you should save it, how you should send it to them, so you can do that. All right, and then you need your DS260 confirmation page for all the applicants. Remember when you submitted your DS260, it gave you a confirmation page with a barcode at the bottom, like a barcode like the one that you can scan. And then it did same for all the other applicants. Each person that you submitted for, it had a confirmation page. So you will need to get all of these ones. So if I were you, I would take all the confirmation pages. You can name them individually, or you can scan all of them together, because they will know. Because there are some documents that it's better to separate them, and there are some documents that you can put them together, because on the confirmation page it shows the person's name. It shows the person's name on there. So when you put them together, there is not going to create any confusion. But at the end of the day, like I said, if the embassy was specific in telling you that you need to submit these individual, make sure the files are separate, then you do that. If they are not being specific in that regards, then go ahead and scan everything, because everybody has their own identifiable information on these documents. Like your police certificate will have your name. The police certificate for your wife will have her name. The police certificate for any of your children will have the child's name on there. So if you save all these documents, like all together in one, there's not going to be confusion. Okay, but do whatever is convenient for you, while also making sure that it follows the instruction of the email request from the embassy. Okay, but guys, these are some of the things that may be required or may be requested from you from the embassy. This does not take away the fact that you need to bring your original document to the embassy, to your interview. So during your interview, or when you're going for interview, you need to bring the original documents. They email you for you to bring the scanned versions, but on your interview day, you need to bring the actual one. So if you like, when the embassy emails you, you can just attach everything that you were going to send to KCC. You've already named them already. Everything you send to KCC, you can attach them and send, but provide only what is requested. Provide only what is requested. If they ask for your high school certificate, don't go and bring your university certificate. I hope this explanation helps you guys. But guys, not everybody gets requested to submit these documents before the interview day, but it's nothing new. It's nothing new. But it will become common since the changes that KCC made, that KCC is no longer taking your supporting documents. So now the embassy is like, well, then I guess we'll have to get your documents and see it before you come for your interview. So we do all the verification, everything that we need to do before your interview then. All right. So guys, be on the lookout. Check your email. Don't be caught off guard. All right. But guys, this is all the explanation that I wanted to give to you guys. This is all that I had for you on this topic. But guys, if you're new to the Great Card Lottery process, please join my Facebook group, Lottery Africa, Great Card Lottery Ghana, Great Card Lottery Winners, Moving to America /Rafoi TV. And if you want to be part of my WhatsApp group for Great Card Lottery Winners, then you have to submit proof of selection, your first notification letter. Let me know that you were selected. I need to verify that before I add you to the WhatsApp group. But guys, thank you so much for your support and your kindness. Thank you for being a part of the Wolfway TV family. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.